which dominates our downtown landscape. It's an historic building that we clearly love. 200 meetings, 5 iterations of the design. But LARCO quite clearly, with each iteration, demonstrated that they had no real willpower to change the design significantly to reflect what we as a community would accept. I was not on council last year, but whatever the reason to delegate authority, it's quite clear right now that that was a mistake. The residents of Ottawa, rightly or wrongly, feel that Ottawa City Hall and the developers in this city do not respect what they want. And we've been hearing quite clearly over the last couple of weeks what people in the city expect us to do today. So, quite clearly, this issue could end up in the courts. I understand that. But I really believe that the greater damage is to ignore what so many people in our community want. And that is for us today to protect, in any way, our iconic Chateau Laurier. And the only way we can do that today is by voting in favor of this motion. Tell the residents we understand, and we understand by voting for this motion today. It's the least that we can do for the residents of this city and for our beautiful Chateau Laurier.
Councillor Shirley, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. 3 decades ago yesterday, my wife and I got married, and we held a reception at the Chateau Laurier. And we stayed there room 671, and we were going to go back there right now, but we're going to wait for the vote. We're going to wait for the court proceedings to be ended. And I think what that's saying is you really should be focusing your desire for a change to this design on the owners. The owners are the ones who have the power outright to make a decision to change, and I think people should focus on that. It's remarkable to me that they've gotten away without people around the country focusing on them. Boycott of the hotel, whatever it's going to be, is going to be far more effective than any of the various authorities trying to get involved here. And the reason is, when it comes to a planning issue and heritage planning issue, the city council does not choose the style or design. We normally can't get into that. That's normally left to the owner to do. The reason is pretty simple. If I was putting addition on my house, the last thing I would want is Jim Watson to tell me how it should look. It should be done. It should be done independent of that. It should be done according to the prescribed requirements. So we normally don't look at look when we decide the future of an application. But let's remember how we got here. Last June, we were facing a perfect storm. We had an applicant who had the right to demand a decision, or at least a proceeding, and we had the last meeting of Built Heritage Committee for the whole summer, followed by a time when there was very little likelihood you could get a quorum during the election period, and then the lame duck period. So you had a 6-month period where council was going to be in default of the application. If we had been in default, that application would have gone to LPAT, and the proponent could have asked, well, would have been asking for version 3 or 4 or even 2 when they went to LPAT. So the only way council could try to get a better outcome, in reality, was to prescribe what council thought would be the better outcome. It turns out they haven't produced a better outcome. So I'm stuck with this question. You have a very solid principle as to why you don't get involved in the look and design